Thank you so much for joining me on my brand new YouTube channel. I just wanted to take a minute to introduce myself. My name is Nikki, and I live in Florida with my husband Garrett and our two little boys, Cyrus and Henry, and my mom actually, who moved in with us when we bought this giant farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. It is very tedious to clean, and we have a lot of projects lined up because it needs a lot of TLC. So I thought, what better time to start my own YouTube channel than now? I love watching cleaning motivation YouTubes and DIY and home renovation, stuff like that. So I thought, I like watching it, why not make it? And since I have this house, now's the time. So if you like watching content like that, or you just want to see me screw up a lot of stuff, because I probably will, hit that subscribe button and follow along, and I hope that you enjoy. So the first thing that I wanted to show you guys was this pantry revamp that we did a couple of days ago. I have bought some Ikea, I think this system is called IVAR, I'm not sure if you say that, IVAR, I don't know. I had bought this shelving system from Ikea that I wanted to put in our pantry, but I needed to get this laundry out of the way because it's actually our pantry / laundry room. We only have the one space to include both of those situations. So what I'm doing now is just getting this laundry started so it's off the floor and I can get the baskets out of the room so I can actually start putting it together. So this is our Samsung washing machine. It's actually a front loader, but it has this like mini washer on top where you can do delicates and things. So I just wanted to show you guys that because it's kind of cool. So the same day I'd gotten a grocery pickup and I forgot that they were all on the table. I needed to get them put away, so that's what I'm doing here. And then our Dyson stick vacuum, that hanger that's sitting on top of the dryer, keeps falling off the wall, so I was moving that out of the way. This is the setup that our pantry had before. It was working perfectly fine, but it stuck out a little far from the wall, and it made it hard to use that back door over there. That's my mom popping it. So once we had everything off of these shelves, we had to maneuver that system outside where my husband's going to pick it up and use it in the garage. And that tape that you see on the floor was marking out where the IVAR system would actually fit when we were trying to decide which one we were going to get. So that's what that's about. So you're gonna see me struggle a little bit here, which is pretty funny to me now because I couldn't figure out at first how to get the pegs that the shelves are supposed to stick on. I thought that they came in like a little box and I couldn't find the box, but it turns out they're actually stuck in that little crevice that you see me trying to fiddle with that screwdriver to get them out. They're not easy to get out, and it took me a long time to figure out that you just have to pop them out. This brace bar was literally the worst. There were no instructions about how to brace it or like where to screw it in, so we just had to guess. There's a picture, so I just guessed based on the picture, but it was impossible to keep that thing straight with just two people. It really needed a third person to watch it and say when it was actually lined up straight and things weren't tilting, but we only had the two of us, besides two kids who were not helpful in that area. So I also bought these buckets that I think they're actually recycling bins from Ikea, and I thought they were much smaller, or maybe I bought the wrong size. I think they have a different one. I wanted to put dog food in them. We have two dogs, and I was was going to put the potatoes and onions, they're supposed to be in a dark place, in a third one, but those are way too big. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take them back or just use them in the garage, or maybe I'll use them on the other side that we're going to be putting this system into for the rest of our pantry area. That is how you get those dang things out. It's so hard, and they don't even really explain it. So if you're going to get this system, just know, watch me as I fail. They're not very easy to get out, but that's where they are. So I do wish that I had filmed the struggle that we went through to get this looking as straight as it is now, because it took a while for us to get it set up where it's not tilting to one side or the other. But I was so frustrated at the time. My mom was so frustrated that we just stopped filming so we could figure out how to get it done. And I wish I could give you some advice about how we did that, but honestly, it was just trial and error, standing back and looking at it, taking the screws out, putting the screws back in. It was a nightmare. So I'm just gonna let you watch me fill this back in, because it just feels so satisfying to see everything come back in and be put back together. Right about now is when I remembered that I also had a drawer that I was supposed to put on there for the bread. So this is me putting the drawer together. I struggled a little bit here too, because the instructions were fine, but my brain was broken, I guess. I just couldn't figure out what they were trying to tell me to do. It's just so satisfying to me to see everything in its place and everything have a place, and then being able to put the bread, all of our different buns and tortillas and English muffins in that drawer, and then the sliced bread loaves underneath. It's just so nice for everything to have a place. So at the time that I was filming this, it was a couple of days after Easter, and that weekend we had our first house guest stay with us, so a lot did not get done. And this was going on about 2-3 days of no kitchen cleanup, so it really needed to get done. So the rest of this video is just going to be me cleaning the kitchen. Y'all, I love using essential oils, and this is my absolute favorite. It's Mandarin and Ginger by Everspring from Target. I love using it in the diffuser, especially when I'm cleaning. It just gets me so motivated to get everything cleaned up, but I also just enjoy the scent so much. It makes me so happy. They also make this in a room spray that I'll mist over the sink when I'm cleaning, just to give it that extra bit of that scent, because honestly, it makes me so happy. It puts me in the best mood. Do y'all remember Pampered Chef? It's a thing my mom used to go to in like the 90s. They were little like in-home Tupperware kind of parties. This pan is from that. I think my mom got it probably when I was 10 at a party. And it comes with that little scraper to get all the stuck on food off. I love that thing. Tell me in the comments if you guys remember Pampered Chef or if you still do that. Does anybody actually go to those parties? I feel like I thought those parties were so lame when I was a kid. My mom would drag me to them, but I would love to go to one now. Having my own kitchen and cooking so much, that'd be so fun. Do you guys agree that would be fun, or am I showing my old age here? This is round 3 of hand washing dishes on the same day, so I had to hydrate, you know. You're about to see my pride and joy in this kitchen. This is a hutch that I turned into a coffee and wine bar. I put something up on my Instagram stories about when I was actually putting it together and all the folly that followed, because that wine glass holder was kind of a whole situation on its own. And then those wine bottles don't actually fit up there, but just love the way that this hutch turned out. I think we're going to improve it as time goes on. We need to fix where those glasses hang, and I might get a new coffee maker, but I love that thing. See in the background here in a little bit, in that laundry room where the pantry also is, the other set of IVAR shelves that we need to put together. That's for the other side of the pantry. That we'll be doing that in a couple of days. Now the this is where the night started to catch up with me. I was so tired, so ready for the boys to go to bed. And look, I totally forgot the trash can wasn't even in there. So this is that same Everspring product from Target. That's the all-purpose spray, I think is what it's called. It's the mandarin and ginger scent again that I just love that scent. I have that hand soap you see over there and the essential oil that I used before and the countertop spray. And I have a room spray. I just, like, obviously I'm so obsessed with that scent. It's my favorite. So that's gonna be it for this video. Here's some shots of my nice clean kitchen and my still messy countertops, but that's a story for another day, I guess. That right there on my stovetop is the second batch of hot cross buns from what we had made for Easter. My boys love them so much and they were begging me to make more. So that's the dough rising right there. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you did, I hope you'll hit subscribe and come back next week for another one. Bye, y'all.